What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lou Bar's Garage. I am Luis, and today we're going to be working on this 2001 Subaru Forester. The motor was making this obnoxious chirping noise, and that could just mean one thing. The belts are getting older, so what's happening is that they're starting to slip on the pulleys, and it's causing it to make that chirping noise. So what we're going to do today is we're going to exchange the old belts out for the new OEM Subaru belts. It should be a pretty quick and easy job. There's only 2 of them. I'm gonna do 1 belt at a time so you can see exactly how it goes down. Super easy job. You're gonna need 12mm socket and the socket wrench, and that should do it. Without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get these belts installed. All right, so first thing we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna go ahead and remove the shroud here, get it out of the way. And we're gonna use a 12mm socket. We just slide that out of the way there, pretty easy. All right, next thing we're gonna do is, as you can see, there's a 12mm bolt right there that we need to loosen up, and then followed by another 12mm bolt right there. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna go ahead and loosen up the alternator so it'll swing down and it'll give us enough play to be able to remove this old belt. Let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. As you can see, there's already a rip there, and it's looking pretty old and busted up. Same thing with the other belt here. As you can see, it's starting to fray. So it's definitely a good idea, and it's about that time to go ahead and switch these out. All right, guys, so first thing is we're gonna go ahead and remove that 12mm bolt. You're gonna want a short socket for this one because the fan shroud there is in the way. Get this off here really quick. All right. Loosen it up just a bit there. Awesome, we got that done. So next thing is we're gonna go ahead and break loose the adjuster here. Felt like it was a little loose already. So what this is doing is it's lowering the alternator. And I know you probably can't see it on camera very much, but the alternator's inching down little by little here. All right, perfect. Awesome, so we got our first belt out there. Just to the touch, guys, this thing is pretty brittle. Look at that. All that cracking right there. Yeah, this thing, I'm not sure when the last time was that this got changed out, but as you can see, this thing definitely needed a new belt. This was time to go. Next thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna get this compressor belt off, and what we're gonna do is there's a bolt down there. You can't really see it. There's a 12mm bolt down there, and then there is that bolt right there that we need to loosen up. We're first gonna go ahead and loosen up that bolt down there. All right, guys, so I went ahead and loosened up that 12mm bolt down here. You can't see it. There it is right there. And I had to use a longer 12mm wrench because of the angle. So if you guys have one of these, definitely recommend. It's a good idea because what's happening is my socket couldn't get in because of that fan shroud right there. Now that we went ahead and loosened that up, we're gonna go ahead and loosen up this 12mm right there. All right, so let's go ahead and loosen up this 12mm here. Okay, and voila. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get that off there. Perfect. And there is our second belt. Looks like this one is also pretty frayed. Not sure if the camera's picking up on it, but this one's pretty toast as well. Good thing we're switching these out today. So now that we removed the old belt, it's time to install the new belts. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and compare them to the old ones and make sure they're the same length because you don't wanna get these two confused. First, we're gonna do our compressor belt here. And I went ahead and measured these already. So we got this one over here, and then we got the second one down there. We're gonna go ahead and install our compressor belt first. And also we do have matching numbers here. 4PK 895, 4PK 895, and Fuji Heavy. This one looks like it was made by Mitsubishi. So we got the right ones. And we're gonna go ahead and slide it under the pulley there and make sure that the teeth are biting. Don't want it to get misaligned. All right, so we successfully slipped the compressor belt on. Let's go ahead and tighten it back up. Get some tension on there. So we successfully installed our compressor belt there. Went ahead and tightened up both of the bolts. Everything's good to go. Now it's time for our serpentine belt to go on. We got our serpentine belt here. I'm gonna go ahead and install it on the bottom pulley first. Make sure that's up on there. Okay. Finally got the serpentine belt on. Not gonna lie, that was a little bit of a struggle getting it over this pulley right there, but we managed to get it on with a little force. And let's go ahead and tighten up our alternator here. Some pretty good tension there. We're going to tighten up our 12mm bolt down here to secure the other bolt in place. All right, that should do it. All right, guys, new belt installed. Looking pretty good, running pretty good. Well, we just got done getting those belts installed on the Subaru. Everything turned out pretty good. Should be about a 5 to 10 minute job. Super easy as long as you have the tools that you need. You just need the 12mm socket and then that long 12mm wrench if you do have one. I believe I did get mine on Amazon, so I can go ahead and post a link if you don't have those. Would be good to just add to your tool arsenal. That's it for today. Thank you again for watching. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. It helps the channel grow, and we'll see you then, or we'll see you another time.